Hi, this is Trivial Punk,
And this is Boris the Illithid.
and we're playing Dark Souls.
Alright. So,
Boris is playing.
back in control. Reevaluating my stuff. I think I'm going to bump us up to half equipment load.
Okay.
Because I've been missing poise.
Okay. I have to make sure we're quiet when I do that because I have to edit out the sound, and if we're talking, it sounds really awkward.
Fair enough. Alright, so being at half an equipment load lets me use all the things I want and have 22 poise.
That's pretty good.
It's not the greatest, but it's alright. It'll do for now. Does anyone else feel like I'm wearing a tank top and skirt?
Yeah, it kind of looks like that.
Alright.
Now you're ready for the beach as like a bikini armor babe. This looks like a high-level armor set from World of Warcraft for females.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you said I was reckless? What are you... This guy's gonna bring the whole place down. Plus, I'm pretty sure if you get touched by that... Oh, blocks it.
Yeah, high stability.
Still, pretty terrifying, though.
Yeah, this guy does not mess around.
Hey, he's kind of like a big version of us.
Basically. He's like what we aspire to be.
Yep. So we can be taken down by some idiot in 1 foot wrap with a mace.
To be fair, it seems to be pretty effective.
It's true.
Excellent.
Maybe we should just learn from him and not equip that much armor.
I've got also half a shin guard attached on.
Yeah.
Just like half a shin guard, just like roped on there.
How is it even staying up there? Like, this must be incredibly awkward for him to try to like run around in. Because it's got to be slipping down like every couple minutes.
You'd think so. Alright, so time to open up the shortcut to Firelink Shrine.
Hooray! And increase our Estus Flask.
Yeah, might as well reinforce it. Or I could anger everybody and consume it for 5 humanity. Seems like a poor plan.
I like that plan. There's also stuff up here, isn't there?
Yeah.
Oh god!
Poorly jumped.
Oh well. It's not like we'll never be up there again.
It's true.
And what's up there? Like a key to another area that we're not going to yet or something?
I think I can drop down on top of a building and get a soul. But that's about it.
Okay.
So I'm not missing much.
Yeah. I know there's something up there, I just don't remember
Yeah.
if it's important or not. I also like that the crow, that crow was just, really legit. Because he, takes your rubbish and trades it in for things.
Yeah, that's a different crow, I think. But
No, I don't think so. Isn't it that crow? Like, you go
well,
to his nest?
I think it's a little crow.
Oh, okay.
You fly back to the undead asylum, and then there's like a little crow. I never bothered to talk to this guy.
No, we knew what we're doing. Get the Lord's soul vessel.
Yeah,
Whatever.
basically. Ring the bells and stuff.
Yeah. Also, I'm going to try to be ominous at you.
Reinforce.
How do we know that's what she's doing if she doesn't speak?
Because it got a little +1. And it consumed a very large spiky soul.
I guess so. I feel like we could just be easily being ripped off right now.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, the placebo effect is actually a thing. So what if the Estus Flask has a placebo effect? Just writing +2 beside it. That's all that happens.
Could be the case.
You know what's scarier? You know what's scary? The placebo effect is getting stronger.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. They did an experiment where they were seeing how well people rated pain medications and how useful they were, and it turns out that the placebo is more effective now than it has ever been.
That's strange.
Yeah, the placebo got stronger. The medication required to actually create the same amount of pain killing has gotten higher because we're so used to it now.
Yeah.
But the placebo effect has gotten stronger, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those random little tidbits.
So I just consumed some souls to level up attunement 1 more slot.
Yummy.
I'm going to see if I can buy
Another heal spell?
another heal.
So we never have to...
Yeah, just to...
I don't think we can. It's going to be
4,000.
4,000 souls.
Alright, now how much I'm aiming for.
Cool.
Well, I guess I'll unequip that, because I don't have 4,000 yet. But that'll be what I try and spend the next 4,000 souls on.
It's got to be riding up so bad. Like, really?
Yeah.
How is he fighting?
Now it just looks crazy.
How is every single... He's got like a bag of fucking... I don't even know, like cloth in one hand and like a crossbow in the other. He's half naked. I don't know how every roll isn't followed by him like picking that out of his ass.
Yeah, that's fair.
You go up or you want to...
I think it makes sense since we're human to go straight for the boss and summon Solaire up and...
I guess so, yeah. I've never actually summoned Solaire against the gargoyles. I do remember the first time I fought them, thinking that they were fucking bullshit.
Oh.
Hey, you lived! That's pretty good.
You parried me pretty good.
Oh.
You got me. Well, we're not human anymore.
Oh, it's not like we really need... It's the gargoyles. I fucking hate those guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm acting nonchalant, but I really just... But it's the same as every boss. I think the only boss that I really like thought was easy was the butterfly.
Not butterfly, yeah.
And maybe the Hydra.
Yeah, the Hydra was like, he just like stood close enough to it, it couldn't do anything.
Yeah. And then it like got to a point where like none of its attacks actually hit, and I had to like wait for it to attack so I could slash its head, and I was like, alright, come on, dude, this is taking 10 minutes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like, the butterfly just kind of stayed at range and shot him with magic. But I think you could do the same thing with like a crossbow.
Alright. Pick up my 78 souls.
Pick up my body. Pick yourself off the floor and kill him. I do kind of like when you both do the Estus flask, though. What are you doing?
Not what I wanted.
I didn't think so.
He Estus though, so it's okay.
I like when you both Estus and it's kind of like, alright, give me a second. I need a drink. I mean, I know these guys are NPCs, and it would probably seem even more so against actual characters, but they do sort of feel like duels.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Went well enough.
Yep. I hate this room.
Yeah, this room coming up's a bit of a pain.
The worst thing is we don't have any... Like, usually when I'm in here, I have something that can one-shot those, little dudes.
That scared me. Alright.
Seems like he doesn't want to aggro. There we go. There we aggro.
Alright.
Attack the walls, bring them down. Oh, that's a good idea. I can see now why fire was such a game changer. Is there any place we can buy those?
Yeah,
'Cause we might want to do that.
I agree. The same place I can buy
Throwing knives?
Yeah.
That's a nice chain.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very different game without the Black Knight sword.
Mm-hmm. So I'm at the poise where I can take some hits, depending on what they are and who they're from.
Yeah, you took that. You tanked that one shot from the other guy pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, nope.
That would suck.
Cycling through the wrong things.
Actually, wait. I guess you don't have to like immediately rest, so it wouldn't suck that much.
Yeah. Chandler died. That was nice.
Yeah, with one shot from the firebombs.
I think he might have got
maybe
hit by,
two, but
yeah, one or two of them, but
that was still a lot easier than like I've had to do it.
yeah.
Oh,
And they're like wrapped in like
stuff.
stuff.
Look how solid that barrel is. Like, just guys, just like look at that barrel. Just roll into it. Which is fine if you're in full plate armor, but we've got like a bikini on.
Indeed.
I mean, it's a full plate bikini, but well, actually no, just a plate bikini. It's something I never thought I'd say about my cleric.
Yeah.
Fuck you! Right in the face.
You didn't expect that. Excellent. Victory chug.
It's like Gatorade.
So suppose we might as well deal with
this.
Lautrec.
Just jumps through the door. Guys! No. Do I look human? I guess I can speak. I don't know that I can speak, but I guess I can. Who is this guy again?
He's a dick.
Mm.
He kills the Firekeeper if you let him, but when he goes back to Firekeeper Shrine, he'll be sitting around, and I usually just kick him off the cliff there.
Oh, is that dude that you have to like go invade his world?
Yeah, you have to like punish him
Yeah.
by re-invading him, but you can just deny that whole quest line by just booting him off the cliff.
That makes sense. It was fun killing him.
Yeah, him and his friends.
Yeah. Hey guys, what?
But yeah, I just sort of punt him off, and then if you reload the game, his ring is just on the edge of the cliff.
It was a ring of slow falling, which is the worst part.
And that's a ring of favor and protection that you get from him.
I wonder what would be. I wonder how much it would suck to just like get kicked off of an endless pit with a slow fall ring.
Yeah, that'd be pretty unfortunate. You just like falling forever, mildly, slowly.
It's like, this really sucks. This is what purgatory is like. You start taking the ring on and off to change how fast you're falling.
Mm-hmm. Just because you're bored.
Yeah. You know what would be hilarious? If there was a world where they had like a great evil trapped by slow falling towards the center of the earth in a giant pit. Just
An interesting world.
for a long time. They're like, we know how long it's going to take. We have 500 years to train up new soldiers.
Alright. So I'm gonna
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the gargoyle fight.
use up a gold pine resin on this.
This is basically like WWE. Because people just jump the fuck in whenever they feel like it.
Basically.
Also, it's fake.
Mm. Well, that gargoyle's fake. Well, I guess the other gargoyles? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
You know, yeah, You know what's really weird about WWE? How many people were like, just like, I don't like it because it's fake. You guys are dumb. Everyone knows it's fake. They like it because it's like stage performance. What it basically is, it's like opera for white people.
Yeah.
It's like white
Opera for
people soap
muscly men who
operas.
feel good about it.
Yeah, it's like a soap opera / opera for muscly people who are white that like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't mean like white as in your skin color. I mean like you go to Starbucks and you have like a cell phone and you complain about Facebook changing, that sort of thing. You don't have a shield.
It's okay. I block it with my mace.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, this looks way more chaotic when I do it. It's just like, it's concerning. Yeah, it looks like that 5 seconds of the fight, but the entire time. Oh, run!
Fire!
Oh, like a maniac.
Oh.
Oh.
Punched in the gut. Ah, well.
Eh.
It happens.
Yep. Sometimes you'll have a good day, sometimes you get thrown off the cliff by flaying gargoyles.
I think what I'm gonna do, because I think it might make a difference, I'm gonna go try and kill Havel.
To get
Take
the
his
thing?
ring,
Oh, okay.
and then potentially have enough equipment load to roll fully in this armor.
I wanted to make like a have them all Havel joke, but I just couldn't. It sounded terrible every time I said it in my head. You know what I've realized? References are just people's way of telling a joke twice
Basically.
and getting away with it.
You gonna drop a humanity if I kill you?
Eh.
Not today.
What an ungrateful rat. You came to Scullin and he didn't even drop anything for you.
Mm-hmm. How rude.
I know. We ended your pitiful existence for 5 minutes. At least be glad of the rest. You know, because this really is sort of a pitiful, endless loop of fighting and death
Indeed.
at the end of the apocalypse world. Have you noticed we're kind of obsessed with the apocalypse?
A little bit.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's gotten to the point where, like, I know people who don't want to do things because they're like, oh, but the world's gonna end. The apocalypse is never an excuse to not do something.
Unless it's actively happening.
Unless it's
which percent might
actively
be.
happening. Like, you're looking at the sky of, like, I'm not gonna do my homework because this would be dumb. I don't know. I see people post things like, I don't have to care about this because the world's gonna end, like, next
It's like-
generation.
It might, but
Maybe it's definitely going to if you don't give a shit.
yeah.
it just seems like a weird logic loop. It's like, oh, global warming is really bad and it might, destroy our lives in a certain manner. And they're like, oh, well, then it's going to happen. It could not happen, no, but it's going to happen, so why would we bother stopping it? But my brain, I can't handle the things you say.
Mm.
So how do you kill Havel?
How do I kill Havel?
Yeah.
Roll and don't get hit.
Okay. That's not how I kill Havel.
How do you kill Havel?
My way is cheap.
Mm.
What I do is I go the other side to the door, and I cast the pyromancy through the door. I think it's like poison mist,
I see.
and I just sort of wait for him to die. It's his fault, really, standing on the side of a door.
I suppose. Excellent.
Mm.
Well, that was satisfying.
Do you think people like this game because you get to play as Batman?
You kind of do, eh?
Yeah.
You have whatever tools you want.
You have every tool you could ever want, and you also know everything that's going to happen.
You could chuck things at people that do minimal damage if you wouldn't choose to,
Yep. And,
which I certainly do.
and everything you do is non-lethal because they're already dead. That part's different.
Mm.
I like how they keep it there. Just a blade sticking out of his armor.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of that myself.
I really like the Havoc engine. They did some good, just thoroughly good things with it.
Excellent. Perfect.
Alright, now comes the part that's difficult. The death dealing.
I guess we could like run around in the forest if we wanted to as well, but that seems like a terrible plan.
Yeah.
Like just unrelentingly bad.
I don't know, we almost had the gargoyles at one time. We'll
Yeah.
probably be able to get them pretty easy.
And then if I just like summon Solaire, it'd be the easiest thing in the world.
Probably.
So I might just pop a humanity and do it.
Alright, now...
Alright, Havel.
Boris is
You and
going...
me are basically the same person. Let's do this.
Essentially.
Except he doesn't care about kicks, where if he kicks me I'd probably like die.
Probably. I don't have a sternum anymore. I used to have one before.
Oh. Alright.
It is a giant tooth.
Yeah. It's called the Dragon Tooth.
Yeah. I have one.
Yeah.
Never use it.
It's because it costs like 50 strength to wield or something stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that and it's just really heavy and slow.
Yeah. It
That's-
is that.
That's never been my style. Oh, nice.
Can I keep you in backstab hell? No. Mostly
Ah! That was a really tricky...
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna hit wherever I want. Whoa! Nice shot. Nice shot. Nice dodge.
Thank you.
We do not be powderized.
That's what I'm going for, is not powderized.
Man, I hate being powdered.
I probably shouldn't do that ever
And like,
again.
the weirdest thing is like no matter how like titanic this struggle is, I don't know how that did anything because you literally rolled under the thing. But whatever. I'm gonna take it. I think that's good. Nice.
All right.
Like there's this like titanic endless struggle going on between this legendary hero Havel and you.
And he's bemused by it.
Yeah, he's like holding it like, what's going on?
He's like, are you serious?
Are you hitting me? Is this what's happening? Is this you hitting me? I didn't know that's what was going on.
He's like, is this my life now? I deal with this shit
Forever? That's what I'm talking about. There's like endless post-apocalyptic struggle between these undead, like in like this like random castle, you know, like I guess it sort of like reinforces the pointlessness of all of it. It's endless struggle for an undead land. For
I
life.
wish I could commentate better during this.
Yeah,
but I'm afraid I cannot.
No worries. I understand the concentration required to fight this because you're still alive and therefore must be concentrating. That's how this game works.
It's true.
I lost focus for 1 second. I got taken down by little pilgrims. Or what are those things? Never mind. Just not dying.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing.
He just doesn't care.
Maybe he wants to die.
He might.
Because he never comes back after you kill him.
No.
If I was him, I'd kind of feel that way.
I'm gonna whip a black firebomb at him.
That was a bad idea.
It was...
Well, maybe
probably
not.
sped the fight up a bit. Okay, blocking is doable, but probably not wise.
Probably not.
That's not what I want. I want you to be blocking it. Not with a high enough stability to ignore it. What I'm trying to do is get a situation where I knock him on the ground again. Like that.
Okay.
Give myself a window to heal up.
Makes sense. Yeah, that seemed a little risky.
Yeah. But fighting him is a bit risky, so you just sort of deal with it.
Yeah, like everything you do in this game is risky.
Yeah. It's very much a risk versus reward game.
Yep. It's kind of cool that way. Like, almost like it's a game or something.
Oh, he got me. It only takes one.
Just one.
I should have known I couldn't stagger him again after he was staggered so recently. Ah, well.
Alright. You want to try that again? You
Uh,
want to go to the gargoyles? Remember, anything you want to try repeatedly, we can just...
yeah. Maybe we'll go keep a couple more rounds against him and then
Okay. Sounds good.
see how that goes. Because I feel like it would give... it's something I'm going to want later anyways.
Nice. I feel like there's like a superhero that does that.
If not, there should be.
Yeah. Repulso. I don't know what that. Okay.
And that's how you run away from people.
And that's how you quick. And the face. And you guys are here too.
I'm not close enough for that one.
Yay! Dead. Undead.
I bet the spear guy's coming, but fuck him.
I've never understood the difference between dead and undead. Or even living and undead. Sometimes that's trickier.
Yeah, I mean, I think undead means that, like, you've undone death. So you had to have been dead.
Dead once and then brought back to life.
And of course, being dead means that you were once alive, in theory.
So the thing is like...
Oh, that's a good start. The real question is, why did that not kill me in one hit?
Because you were blocking?
I wasn't.
No? And then I don't know.
Attempting a roll.
Hey! You didn't die!
Yeah.
That's
no,
good.
I have just enough endurance and stability that I can take it on the chin, sort of.
You seem to also be able to take one unblocked shot, provided that you have full health.
I think it depends on what kind of shot it was.
Yeah. Like, I think if he does, like, one of his big two-handed overhand slashes, you're probably just dead.
Yeah. The thing that's actually really interesting, once you realize it, is all the characters in Dark Souls are based off the exact same character template with the same stats and everything as you are.
Yeah. That's
so, like, they run out of stamina, they have
it's
poise
fair.
endurance.
That's what I like about it. It's like, it's neat that way.
It also means that you could theoretically be this guy if you
wanted to. Because you can get his armor and everything, right?
Yeah, you can get all the gear he's wielding. And
have his stats.
His strength in theory. Yeah, it was way too early of a roll. I just thought he was faster than he would be.
The other thing is, like, for the monsters, it's hard to tell, like, how we did that.
Yeah.
Like, the Gaping Dragon?
Yeah, Gaping Dragon, you're kind of like, his poise is really high, that's all I know for sure.
I like him. He's one of my favorite, like...
He's got a really cool design.
Yeah. Organ.
That was painful.
I said organ. So I guess that's what got hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The worst, I know that moment too. You're like, is it gonna be? No.
Yeah. Never sure what he's gonna do.
Let's see. So we could just like run through this part over and over again. Keep trying.
Yeah. I'd like to get the ring before we end it off.
Yep. You can just keep trying. We don't even have to. We technically don't even have to compensate because we could just like speed this all up.
Yeah. I'm just gonna be lazy about this because every time I die, it's just like more souls in that pile.
Yep. I mean, it's not like it's many. There's not even humanity in there.
Yeah. Some doors you can actually close behind you.
It'd be a shitty way to die. Wait. If you're casting heal, who's granting the miracle? If there are no gods left.
I didn't say there was no gods.
Well, they kind of do. They're like, all the gods have abandoned the land.
There's a handy Titanite shard.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's one of those D&D cleric things where they can draw faith from themselves.
You're just
they're
like
actually the ones doing the
abstract
miracle.
commenters or abstract idea or something.
Yeah.
Clerics of neutrality have always been kind of like, what the fuck does that even mean? I believe everything is neutral.
Wow. Okay.
Well,
I was pretty sure I hit B.
got the souls.
I was pretty sure I hit dodge.
Tell my wife I said hello.
That's why somebody was like asking me why paladins can't be neutral, and I was like, "That your question doesn't make sense." Paladins stand for like an ideology.
Why can't fire be cold? It can, just not fire then. It's a different kind of fire. I'm sure you can have like a neutral palette. I think that's just a druid.
Well, druids have balance at least as an ideology.
I guess. But I mean, what does neutral mean otherwise?
Yeah.
My ideology is lacking in ideology.
I believe people should believe what they want to believe.
Welcome to the NDP party.
Also, how do you like roleplay that as a player character?
I don't
Like,
know.
what is your motivation in life? Why are you adventuring?
I want to adventure so I can see more people to have ideas. I gain loot so that I may redistribute it to other people who enjoy loot.
Oh, I wanted that one. I wish that did more than it does.
Just slightly more. I feel the same way about our mace.
We might want to upgrade it if we're going to keep using it, but...
Probably.
Oh, Jesus.
One time I tried to get him to kill himself by taking fall damage, and that doesn't work to see him.
No. He doesn't care about much damage at all.
No.
You know what's actually a surprisingly good way to kill him?
What?
Having, like, not get a kill.
Yeah.
I made it to move on to something else because I may be in a perpetual run of death.
Okay, well, I mean, like I said, like you can try as many times as you want.
I'll give it one more.
Okay.
One more, and if it gets close, I'll do more after that, too.
And if not, we can just put at the end like, fuck this!
Yeah. We'll just put up a collage of, like, we won't even, like, speed it up. We'll just put up a collage of me getting crushed by that hammer. Just like, and then I was like, and I'm done. Because the running there is not important.
No,
It's
the running
pretty
is not,
irrelevant.
yeah.
Although this is fun every time. You might put in one of those.
Yeah. What's fun about doing the speed up is that like you get to see the person get to the places, so you get to see how much time they would have wasted, like what they've done.
Yeah, we can totally do it if you want to.
Yeah. Well, I just like we'll take a look at it and see it's better.
The time is so bad for the bolts.
Yeah.
Haha,
Well,
poise.
there we go.
Poise killed him.
What's he doing? He's not even paying. Tension.
Done.
This is like, I'm ready to take you on. I'm gonna kill you. Fuck. Oh.
I was just role playing as Havel right there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Havel fighting music. I wonder that would be something about getting smashed.
Alright. You know what actually totally I should be doing?
What?
Which, I'll give one more thought because I just thought of it. I should be using the mace that does bleed.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
And then, like, the chip damage doesn't suck so much because it'll work up
Actually,
towards
yeah.
something.
All right. You do the running. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah. Also,
Do you want anything?
Water? Sure. Nobody tell him about that. That never happened. That's just between us.
this point.
Water. This does less damage than their existing mace, so it's taking 2 hits to kill some enemies that didn't take 2 hits before.
Well, the chip damage should make up for that.
Yeah, on Havel it'll be good. But I probably shouldn't have bothered switching until I got to him.
I'm glad that we're doing less damage now that we're going to fight Havel.
I know, right? I don't think it'll matter for the damage.
No, I don't
just
think
for
so.
the bleed.
With the bleed, yeah. You're gonna kill him 1 shot earlier. But the bleed will probably make the actual
Yeah,
bleeds.
I hope that the bleed does a lot.
We're hoping here, folks. Don't know what's going to happen when we go into the Havel pit.
This is one of the other things that's cool about Dark Souls, is adapting your style to
The
challenges.
challenges?
If if beating the wall with your fist isn't working, maybe try not using your fist.
That really seemed like it should
That
have
was
killed
really
you.
scary.
That was a little bit scary, yeah.
No. Alright.
Nah, I can...
Okay. Oh god.
The other thing is because this game is like... is so like high tension, like you've got to be very careful and pay a lot of attention. Your burnout rate's pretty high on it too.
Yeah.
Because you're tense the whole time you're playing. You're like, I gotta do this right. I gotta be paying attention.
It's absolutely correct.
So like you'll get like 4 fails on a boss and you're like, I just can't do this anymore. Nice. I'm not seeing the bleed.
Well, the bleed hasn't procced yet. You have to build up his bleed meter.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
He's probably got a pretty high resistance.
I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately bleed isn't like in every other game where it does damage over time. In this it's like a whole bunch of extra damage at once.
Okay.
Once you fill up the bleed meter.
So you want to do that again?
I'll go one more.
Alright.
I'll keep going one more until I don't go one more anymore.
You sure you want to try the Griffins?
Yeah. I want his ring now.
Okay. Don't fall into the trap.
Oh jeez. The guy who hit me first was the one farther down the staircase. He just like flew
He just got in under your...
like flying leapt at me.
I also like the sound it makes. It's
Mhm.
really satisfying.
It is pretty satisfying.
So playing Final Fantasy 14. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah?
Kind of. Well, I don't know. It's like it's weird. I played like World of Warcraft for so long, and I was so used to that game.
Mm.
But like the graphics are better, but somehow they look worse because they're not cartoony. You know.
I see.
So like, everyone's got like the facial expressions, like no, like it's standard like anime. Like no one communicates things with subtly. You know, it's all like or like
Yeah.
the things we've come to know and love watching anime over the years, and like the gameplay is really sort of strange at times. They fixed a lot of things. Like for instance, there's this chocobo. You get a riding mount, right?
Okay.
And you can get a bridle for your chocobo, which means that you can use it as a pet in combat, which is super cool because I'm a summoner, so I have like a tanking pet and a healing chocobo, and I do damage. The problem is though, is like as cool as it is, you like level it up as you. I didn't know you could damage that way. You level them up as you as when you use them. The only problem is that you can't use him for like specific types of quests. There are some quests you can't be in a group for, which I mean, explain that to me in like a MMO. We don't want to encourage you to be in groups with people doing quests. That would be silly. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like but they're slowly fixing it over time. Like it's getting better. They're not just sort of resting on their laurels. And I mean, one of the things I love about Final Fantasy XIV was that like the original with Square Enix made the game, and they brought it out, and they're like, this game is not up to standard. Everyone have a free copy of the other game we're making. And then they made A Realm Reborn, which is the one that's currently out. And I mean, for a company in this like generation of gaming to actually care that much about like the experience of their players, every time I find a company that does that, whether it's Valve or even like Squeenix in this particular instance, I have to support them. It's something.
Oh Jesus.
So I'm thinking about picking up Titanfall.
Yeah?
Yeah. It just looks like a lot of fun.
I know a lot of people who have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah?
I don't know if I'll be picking it up though. I don't know that I can justify spending full price on like a multiplayer only title at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the other thing is like it's kind of like the game seems sort of weird now because I mean, you think about it. I mean, any MMO is a multiplayer only title.
Yeah, that's true. But then I don't usually pay like $60 for an MMO.
Well, eventually you do.
Yeah, but I don't personally.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Like, I might pick up an MMO for, like, a few months. But then again, like, think of it like Guild Wars, where you pay $60, but, like, it's an MMO. I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't do Guild Wars either, but, like, that's a counterexample. But then, like, you think about, like, Path of Exile, and it's, like, a free MMO.
Yeah.
And then, see there, like,
Nice.
yeah, that's the bleed. That's what I'm hoping to work on.
Okay, yeah, that might actually give us something.
Oh, was too greedy.
Too greedy.
Okay.
You're not done yet.
No, I'm not.
You in the trap now.
Yeah. Well,
That was really good though. Like the proc, once you got it out, you just have to be more careful.
yeah. That's the thing. Once you've tasted it.
I know!
That's how I
It's
hook
so mean! It's the meanest thing ever. I've had guys of like, oh look, I did some damage to them. Like that will be enough. Like I did like 2 little like things of damage. Like, oh guys, no, I totally got it this time. It's not even a good problem.
That guy just didn't care about my bullshit.
The other thing is that like a lot of bosses, like the first time you're in, you'll just like do a ton of damage. And like you're like, oh yeah, I got this, and then you'll go back the next time and the boss will have apparently learned in the intervening time.
I'm gonna do... and just switch back to when I actually fight Havel.
Alright, if you forget, I'll remind you.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that was a really good volley.
Yeah,
They planned that really well.
and then I missed.
Unfortunately, they're fighting a titan. Your teamwork will only take you so far. Yeah, I have to get. I mean, I'm trying to show people Attack on Titan. I really enjoy it.
I have a number of friends who are trying to show it to me.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
You amongst them.
There's a couple of the shows that have come out lately. They like have sort of like an Adventure Timey feel to them. What is it? Monty and something.
Rick and Morty?
Rick and Morty. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
it. I heard that's good.
It's pretty funny. It's like at Rick and Morty if like... Or it's like Adventure Time if like Jake was more overly abusive.
More overly abusive. There are some times when I'm kind of surprised by the things that Jake does.
Yeah.
Like, not spoilers, but the have you watched the beginning of season 5 with the wishes in the box?
I don't believe. Oh, Prismo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's pretty bad.
He's I believe in him. What? Doesn't matter if you believe in him or not. Look what's happening.
Yeah. That worked out okay somehow.
Somehow. I really like that. I like one of the things I love the most is that they take seriously like things that like another show would just sort of write off, you know?
Yeah.
Like that particular episode was dark and it didn't need to be.
Nope.
They were like this would be dark if it happened. Switch back.
Yeah. Right. I just hurt myself.
Not nearly as much as Havel will.
Yeah, because he won't stop at that little amount. There's like nothing he can do that does that small amount of damage.
I think he can probably roll at you.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I've seen you like you did 3 damage by rolling at someone, so Havel might do like that much of your life bar.
Alright, Havel. I'm fast and shit now. What do you think about that?
He's not happy about it.
Doesn't seem to be now.
Some of these dodges I don't understand how they work.
Yeah, there are like some invincibility frames where like you're just in the middle of this animation you're invulnerable.
Yeah, like this.
And
Yeah, sometimes the roll will save you and sometimes it will not.
yeah.
It's like Zelda. I still remember like this is the weird thing, like you do have like sort of weird ideas about things when you were a kid, because I remember being a kid and thinking that explosions were not dangerous.
Yeah.
Because every single human being I've ever seen in an explosion on television, in the movies, they all are just okay.
It's true, you get a weird skewed view of it like being 50 feet away should be fine.
Yeah, like you're okay. Don't
I'm not in the fire, so it's okay.
Or like, oh, he just got shot. He's fine. He's a named character. He'll be okay.
Exactly.
So I can kind of see where they're coming from with like the whole like it sort of like desensitizes kids. But let me tell you, the first time you were actually by an explosion,
Yeah.
you learn the difference.
It's true.
The first time you go to stab someone because you were playing GTA and you're like, you know what I'm gonna do today? I need some money.
I got him.
Nicely
Bleed
done.
proc a second time. And that's Dark Souls.
That's Dark Souls.
You just chip away at it, you change your strategy until it works.
Yay, won. Right.
Excellent.
What were we talking about? I had a thing.
Yes. You were talking about...
Oh, yeah. Is the first time you ever think about doing that...
Yes!
Fair. The first time you think about doing that, you're just like, you know what, this is dumb and I don't like hurting people. There's a difference. That's ridiculous. That's like 28.
It's a lot.
It is a lot.
I believe it's like a 50% increase or something stupid. I think it scales.
That's nice. Alright. So that's it for this episode. We'll be back next episode with like the Griffins or something.
The gargoyles.
Or even the Hydra. The Hydra's right through.
We could do the Hydra, yeah. Unequipping the crossbow lets us wear all our armor.
Cool. Alright. You've been Trivial Punk.
This has been Boris the Illithid.
And we'll see you on the other side.
Thanks for sticking with it.